Okay, before starting our small group discussion, I prepared a small kind of sharing of what we have done last several months. So I like to start with my own reflection about this second round of academic incubation. It started last year, end of last year, but it's good to remember what we have done and where we are now. So this is a small sharing how I feel about all this process. I hope you all remember how we all started. This is actually the second round of K-IAMS incubation ministry. And we started last year, November 3rd. It's a launching time. This second round of K-IAMS academic incubation is very unique because we started a global incubation cohort this time. So it started December 28th last year, only like 2 days before our deadline. So recruiting Asian and African scholars, and Professor Caleb Kim was a huge help to us. So some of you may not know how we've been diligently working with so many different groups. This is one of the early meeting. It's January 6th that we had a leaders meeting. I hope some of you remember how we've been involved in different work. And finally, we started incubation, and we started March 15, and incubation started there. And I hope you remember that we had 4 groups at that time was formed. And then this is the list of a small group leaders and also members. So small group meetings was conducted last 2 or 2.5 months. And in this 2.5 months, the senior mentors played a really important role to help each paper presenters, and they commented and also interact with the paper presenters. Then what we did was in the middle of early May, we had the interim meeting. We provide a special lecture by Professor Kugil Han. Kugil Han is one of the senior mentors. So under the title of a local initiative and global response, the case of Jeju Sarang mission. So this is a picture. As you can see that many were attended here in this meeting. It was May 2nd. It started early May, but it continued to editing work like just a few weeks ago. So Dr. Rebecca Lee has been so diligently helping us, and I am reporting to you all now that 14 papers were edited by her. Now, I'd like to give you some important information to you now. You have to send your final videos to this email address. This is IAMS official emails that video will be receiving. Otherwise, your video will not be showing in official YouTube channels. Now, I brought this picture to you to show the assembly program is already uploaded. This is the place where you can get all fully prepared IAMS draft assembly programs. Okay, now we are at the final meeting, K-IAMS Incubation Ministry now. So today we will going to have a final meeting, and we will split into 2 groups. I'd like to introduce 2 people to you. First, Dr. Caleb Kim. As you all, some of you know that he is one of the senior mentor of our K-IAMS and now he's in Nairobi, Kenya. And another person, Dr. Bright Lee, the co-president of K-IAMS. He's a very international person living in Africa for 20 years and working with internationally. He will be a really good resource person in your group. So let's split into 2 groups.
Will not take much time, so we can go straight to our session. Please allow me to invite each of you in the following order. The first presenter, so this is, I think I take it as prerogative to convene this way, so please allow me to. Dr. Kim, could you start? You're welcome to.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me briefly introduce my paper. My topic is to ensure inclusive leadership. Inclusive leadership. In this conference, there's a lot of women involved. This missionary conference. So because there's a lot of overseas.
Yes, the reason why I asked you that question was something like there is a kind of similarity for the people, especially who are suppressed by the power around the powerful nations or empires. They do develop such a kind of messianism, yearning for Messiah to come and to deliver their condition itself or something. Even before the advent of Christianity in Korea, 19th century, the plenty of people are indulged in kind of Koreanized messianism.
You don't have to really develop it, but just to add to what Dr. Lee said, the issue of 학렬 completely escaped me. I didn't understand it when I read the paper, the significance of getting one syllable from the husband. So I think it would be helpful to explain that further for non-Koreans to get that full significance of it.
Exactly.
Conclusion, maybe the final conclusion part, maybe seems quite unrealistic.
I agree with that. Yeah, right.